Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. I hope you're all having a wonderful and creative day. In today's video, I'm going to be making some more of my quirky, wonderful, colorful tickets. Now, I've made these before, and I decided to make some more of them. And here's just a few samples up close of these. These are made from paper strips that I have glued down onto a bigger piece of paper, like a masterboard, and then cut out the tickets. So cute, so fun, so quirky. When I was doing these, I thought, well, I wonder if washi tape would work also. So I decided to go through and add same process, adding some washi tape to paper and then stamping them out. Now, there's a few issues that came up when doing those, but in the end, I still think they're lots of fun. So don't forget to stay tuned, watch through the end of the video. I got a surprise at the end of the video that you'd like to, if you like this process, that you definitely want to stay tuned for. And yeah, if you want to see how these work out, stay tuned. All right, time to make the stickers, or time to make the tickets. Now, I have created already one of the paper ones where I have it on a little bit thicker piece of cardstock. You can see the hints popping through of where they don't totally meet, but I'm fine with that. Usually by the time I print the ticket on there, I can avoid those areas. And I started from this end. It's kind of hard to, it's kind of easy to tell, but when I got down here, got a little bit more on the crooked side and a little bit more gaping on that side. But there's one of them. It's completely dried, so I'll be able to stamp on that today. But to show you how I got to that, I do have some strips here left to add to this one, so we will do that. I picked some ugly scrapbook paper. You can see it had some weird stitching on it, but it was a little thicker. It was two-sided color. The other one was the same, but it was a blue version with some sort of print on there. And they were 12 by 12 to start, but I did cut them down. And the reason I cut them down is because my longest strips from the paper pads that I use these from, or not paper pads, that book I used, the collage book, I've showed these before, were shorter than 12 inches. So I didn't want to have to always have a piece that needed to be pieced together. I wanted to be able to use a lot of these long strips on their own. So I did cut this, the 12 by 12s down to approximately, let's see, 10 inches. So I cut about 2 inches off. Okay, I am done with this box. I have pulled some strips already, so I'm going to get this out of the way because I think it's casting a shadow. And we'll go ahead and put these down. Now, I just used my regular glue for these and glued the back of them. And try to butt them up as evenly as possible. Now, the first time I did this video, I used thinner paper than this. Oops, shoot. I gotta reglue that. I had torn it and it's rough. I wanna put that out, going off the paper, not in the paper. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. Okay, so back to my original point. Originally, when I did this, I used very thin scrapbook paper because I wanted them all to be level on the paper. Now these are from those cutoffs that I did from the one floral book that I had, or I don't know, botanical book I had. I showed it on one of my hauls. These were the outside strips from the page that I saved, and they were definitely a little bit thicker. Not really thick, but definitely thicker. But since they're all from the same book and all the same thickness, I felt that it was fine to do this for the tickets. I'm gonna rip that off for now. And okay. All right, let's do that one. Now the again, for these, I also picked lighter colors. There were some darker colors in that book that I decided not to do because I want to be able to see the stickers or the tickets come through when they get stamped. I didn't want them to be totally hidden, so I did pick lighter items, but I did pick colors that were random. These are a little bit of space there. Purples and blues and pinks and oranges and yellows and just all sorts of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up. I got one last strip. Should probably just rip that as it was. I have one last strip to put on, and I'm going to let this dry. And I'm going to show next a version of this with washi tape that I've decided to do, because I thought when I did the original video for these, I thought the washi tape might be fun. Hopefully the tickets will stamp on there without a problem. But I guess we'll find out, right? Oops, slide down. Okay. All right, you seem to miss a little bit here, so we're gonna throw a little bit of glue on you. Now, if you see any that lift up, afterwards you can come back with some art glitter glue, tuck it in. I've done that on a few pieces, but mostly it has been pretty good. Now, the other thing I did, and I should be able to do it on this one, give it a second here. For this one, is I took a sanding block and I did sand it because there were a little bit of like rough edges that popped up, and I thought this could kind of add a little bit of distress, making the stamps look a little bit older. It's hard to tell because not a lot of these are the same, but that is, I think, the same paper as that. And I don't really see, oh, the purple. This purple is the same as that. You can just see it's a little bit haggard. I thought that was good. I'll probably do that to the same thing with the washi strips. I haven't figured that out if I will or not. But we're going to do this first. We're going to cut the strips off, which I think is the most fun part. I don't know why, but I do. We're just going to cut these off. It doesn't matter as much that the stamping is really not going to get to this point, but it kind of helps when you're wanting to stamp to see where the edge is. And that is way crooked in the bottom, so let's get rid of that. Okay. All right, so I think it might be dry enough. Like I said, these are the only things I just glued, so hopefully this isn't too loud. Okay, all right, so it's just a little hazier, a little gray. It definitely has a bit of more of a tooth to it, and I love that feel. I did not do that when I did my original tickets. I did not sand those. But these papers were a little thicker. I definitely think they could withstand, and they did withstand the sanding for it. All right, so I'm going to stop the video, get everything ready for the washi portion of this, and then when that's done, we will come back and do the stamping. So stick around for that, and stick around to the end for a special surprise. All right, so we've done the paper version of the strips to make the tickets, and I was thinking, I bet washi tape would also work. So I'm going to do a washi tape version, and just like the paper one, I've got the sheet mostly done because it takes a while for these to go, and just a few, but I'm just going to show you how I do the last few. The washi tapes I chose were, again, lighter colors, and I did pick different sizes, thin, thick, medium, etc. And since I don't trust washi tape, I did use a glue stick, and I'm going to throw a glue stick on the paper just because I felt it was a little easier than trying to glue each of the washi tapes. And I got a few left here that I haven't used, so I'll go ahead. I haven't done a purple in a while. Put these down, And it's just as simple as putting the paper on, having it overhang a little bit, go cut it off later, and trying to make it as even as possible. And smooth it down. All right, so I got a couple more, and I probably gonna end up going a little bit over, or just stopping it short. Probably stopping it short. I don't necessarily want a thin one on the edge. Right, yeah, we'll just stop it short. Okay, so I'll put those in the bucket. And I'm gonna end up letting this dry. Probably have to get another wipe to wipe off my mat. I'm gonna let that dry and then go ahead and cut the backs of this off. Super simple, right? Now I did pick a white piece of paper here. It's been laying around for a while. It's got some ink on there, and it's seen better days. But like I said, most of these tickets are going to end up just getting put on as decoration, and you'll never see the back, so it really didn't matter what the back of this looked like. But as I was going to say, I picked white because I figured the washi tape is kind of clear, or, you know, thin, and I didn't want to have a print behind it, like I did use for the paper ones. I didn't want to have a darker shade, so it altered the way the washi tape looked, so I decided to do white. But you can experiment with different colors, see how it works, changes things. The other one I was thinking about doing was the off-white. I have a bunch of off-white papers that are laying around that I probably wouldn't have been too bad when I gave it a more of a grungier look maybe. But for that, okay, I'm going to let this dry just a little bit more, and I'm going to take the get the paper one that we've done and start stamping. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. It is time to stamp. So I'm just going to go quickly through the stamps that I do have. They're going to be the same stamps I used for the other video I did. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use my VersaFine Nocturne, which is a darker black, or the Morning Mist. This one comes pretty dark for it, where this is a little bit lighter, a little bit more worn. So we'll play with those. So I have my Tim Holtz Ticket Booth CMS 337, and then I've got a bunch that I probably got off of Temu. I don't think I got them anywhere else. So some of them are older, some of them are new. This is cut from another piece. I can see that it was cut. It was a bigger one. It's got a couple tickets on there. This one's got some smaller tickets. This was one of my favorites in here that popped up. And then these, I used a couple of these for it. Ticket, Cinema. These are a little bit more newish looking. Admit one for that. And then I've got this one. Probably should have had a piece of paper underneath these. And these are a little bit more tinier words. Probably don't use these as much. And these are a little bit older. This one's a fun one to use, so is that one. That one I don't know if I used for this. Tollgate, that's kind of cool. And then this last one, again, cinemas and concerts, they're a little bit more newish looking tickets, but bus tickets, fun, railway. It's definitely some fun ones on each of these. So we will have a play with these for sure. Now, I'm gonna start with probably a couple bigger ones, just because it fills out a little bit of space. So we'll start with the Tim Holtz and we'll go from there. But first, what I want to do is I forgot to sand this. So close your ears if you don't like it. Okay, now, 2 reasons to sand the washi tape. And I did this when I made strips a while ago. These were these kind of strips. It roughens it up so it looks a little bit more weathered, which is a bonus, but it also kind of smashes it into the paper, making it a little flatter, so it becomes almost more part of the paper than sanding on top of the paper. I know it's hard to explain. If you ever do it, you'll see what I mean. Now, a couple of the little corners came up when I sanded this one, and I think this one, but probably not going to stamp nearby there anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, now we'll do some fun. All right, let's start with the lighter one because I can always add a darker one for these. And I'm going to try to do, and maybe as I'm saying it, I should do one of the papers. Now, you know what? I'll do the 2 papers together. Oops, like my finger in there. I don't want to go totally across these. I'd like to go both directions where we kind of go vertical and horizontal. Yeah, that seems a little light. Okay, so maybe I did do the dark one. Could have dried a little bit too, but I should have watched my video because I really like how the original ones turned out. Okay, let's do another. Oh, we got a couple pigeons out in front of my window, cooing at each other. Yeah, I like those better. Okay, I think I do need my book page back because I want to stamp a little bit off. We need to do that. Okay. All right, so let's do another sort of biggish one of Tim Holtz. And we'll do one up. And we'll do one across. And we'll see. I think I might have, I'm trying to remember back, is I did a second stamp. And I think maybe that's what I did. A second stamp of what these look like. Like not a first imprint because it was dark, but then did a second imprint of it, and it's still dark but not as dark. I love it. And it's okay that they're next to each other because this one is going to have blues, purples, and yellow, and this one's going to have pink flowers and some blue on it. So 2 different stamps, 2 different looks. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I'm closing that. Okay. All right, let's find some other fun ones to do. Okay, this is probably one of my favorites to do. And to make time go faster or be more efficient, we can throw a second stamp on there. And probably even a third stamp on there. I don't think I used this one in the last one. Oh, I did. First class mail. That could be fun. Now, these are all tickets. Now, you don't have to do tickets. It can be anything you want to make to to make little pieces. There are stamps on here like, what are they called for mail? Not registration stamps. Cancellation stamps for mail. Those could be fun. There is a lot of those Tim Holtz stamps that have not nautical themes, that have botanical themes. Those could be fun. Just want to make sure we push all of them. That worked. Now, these are not Tim Holtz stamps, so I'm going to stamp them again. I don't think they hold as much ink or stamp as clearly as them, so we want to make sure that we get a good coverage. I'm going to go vertically on these. Instead of, I call that horizontal, we'll call these vertical. But you can see if you do multiple stamps on there, you can definitely get more done at once. And I'm going to do one more set of these up over here. Well, let's go this way. Now, if you didn't see the original video, when these come out, they might not look like anything, but they are amazing when they get cut apart. Now, I can see already that this smudged just ever so slightly, so I'm going to definitely have to make sure this dries on the washi tape, because, okay, we're going to get some wipes and clean that up. Yeah, this is definitely a little more oozy than the paper ones. So I might have to, because that is already a little bit mushed. So I think I'm going to have to, probably just go around the outside of these with a few more and stop, let them dry, and then go back and do some inside ones. I'm not going to totally give up on the washi tape. I hope I don't have to give up on the washi tape, because I really like how this came out, but it is a little more slick surface, even though I did sand it, a little more slick surface than the paper ones. So we don't want to ruin all our hard work, right? Okay. All right, let's find a couple more here. I'll do my bigger block so I can do a couple more. Just transport one. It'll be fun. And just trying to get my biggest bang for my buck on here. Okay, I think we'll go with those four and see if I can keep my hands out of the ink. I think that's the biggest challenge. 3 of them are tickets. One of them says welcome to London with the plane. I just like the way it looked, so we're going to go with it. We're going to put this one right here. Now, it's fine that this is open, because when this is more dry and I want to come back, I can do a couple single stamps, one big one, a couple little ones and fill in the space that got missed. But this just makes it so much, oop, totally missed the center. Okay, we'll try that one more time. And we'll do it over here. And we'll try to press in the spots, see where I missed on these, and press in those. I probably should have something soft underneath here. Okay, I'm going to let this one go for now, let this one dry. Okay, I am back with the papers, and I kept those stamps on there since they were on there already. And we can go ahead and put some of these on there. See if the paper works a little bit better to hold the stamps. And go from there. I definitely am going to have a lot of stamps for this batch. That is for sure. Yeah, sort of okay. All right, we're going to go back to doing smaller batches, I think. Just because we want them to look good, right? Okay. I think sometimes it's hard with the multiple tickets to get a good press in that big block. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, let's do the same one on this one. Okay, we're gonna go long ways. Yeah, much better. And I'm okay if it's not exactly all crisp because it's meant to be a little bit weathered. And yeah, we're gonna go with it. Okay, we're gonna go across this one right here. Yeah, much better. Okay. And you go. I think it's probably the hardest part is putting these back where they belong. I might have to come back and find these later. Okay. All right, I really like this one. Yeah, you're gonna have to go on here. All right, we'll see if we can get these two to go now that they're by themselves. Oh yeah, they work much better by themselves. Okay, let's get a couple on this one. Much better. Okay, well, you kind of see what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to end up doing is just finishing these up. I will go through and do a fast motion of the rest of the stamping here because it's basically the same thing. And I don't think there should be any any big surprises that come up after this, besides the fact of I can't find where the stamps go. Other than that, so we're gonna fast forward from here on out. All right, I am done stamping. Now, probably didn't notice it because it was speed up, but halfway through doing this, I changed to this archival ink jet black that I had for some of them, and they definitely dried faster. They're still not completely dry, but I'm not going to cut these just yet. It appears I should have probably tested washi tape before then, but it just takes too long to dry on it. This seemed to almost dry, not instantly, but definitely a little bit quicker on there. It ended up being a little bit lighter. They kind of have like a purplish hint to it, but I'm fine with that, especially since I dried. So I will be cutting those later. So we will cut the fabric ones, the paper ones first, and see how those look. Now, I'm gonna probably speed this up because this takes a while for it to cut, and as I'm saying that, I see that there's a piece coming up off here that I need to glue on, and that's what happens sometimes when I do these, because it's just the end, and I try to get my glue on there the best I can, but sometimes it doesn't work, but easily fixed for this. So there is the first one. Like, how fun are those tickets? I still am always amazed at how fun these come out when they get taken care of. I should probably do this strip. Now I'm going to do my best to kind of cut down the center of things, but sometimes they're just, it's hard to see them when you're going, putting the stamp down. But I will try my best. So cute, right? Oops. You need to come out. I'm not going to show every single one of them, but they are so much fun. Now, the first batch that I did, if you watch that video, I started with smaller strips. They were probably more like a 1/2 inch. So sometimes I got a few more strips on there than here. Like these have a lot of them that just have 2 of the colors, whereas my original batch definitely had a few more colors on there. Like this one had like 3, because I was using smaller strips to start. So I think if I do them again, and I will because I love them, I will start with a smaller piece of paper instead of these bigger ones, and thinner strips of paper and shorter ones so that there's more intersections of places, because I think that's what really lends to the fun quirkiness of these stamps, is they are just random colors, etc. I'm going to cut this last strip out, and then I will go ahead and cut the rest, but I will fast forward through it because these are going to take me a while to do. But they're really not hard to do. And like something like this, when I go to use it, I would get my smaller scissors out, not these ginormous ones, and cut it a little closer to the look of it. And cute, right? It's got white, red, orange on there. Just fun. A couple different colors on that one, and this one's really cute, like that. So, all right, so let me gather this junk up and keep it cutting. I'll be back on the other side when this is done. All right, I am back. So I think I did say that I would show you me cutting these, but when I reviewed the tape, I was cutting it way down here because it's in my face and it was really all cut off. So I just cut it all out. So there's no fast forward of me cutting, just the piles of them cut. And let me tell you, they're just as spectacular as I recall how they would end up looking. You know, I mean, how fun are those, right? I mean, especially that one. I just love that one. I mean, there's just like one after the next. It just is so much fun. I'm always just amazed at how these turn out. Just love them. So I did end up cutting the washi tape ones. Now they definitely got smeared, but I still think they're kind of fun. I definitely will do this again with the washi tape in the background. I absolutely love the washi tape look in the background for these colors. What I don't love is the fact that the VersaFine Clear ended up getting smudged. But I definitely will do more of the archival. I do have, and I'll do a test before I do it ever again, the Distress Oxides. And I do have the Tim Holtz archivals. These are from Ranger. They're not Tim Holtz, but I do have archival inks from Tim Holtz, I believe they are, right? I don't remember now. So I will test them out on some washi tape before I do them again. But I definitely think these are fun for this. So if you have stayed to the end of the video, and I truly appreciate it, I am going to be giving away tickets. So I'll be selecting 10 random viewers of this video who leave a comment below. So if you like these tickets and would like to get some, leave a comment below. You do have to be subscribed to the channel because that's how I contact you. I send you a message through your YouTube channel, and it has to be United States. Sorry, it just costs too much to mail outside of the United States, and I do apologize to people outside of the United States. It's just too expensive to mail things. I'm going to mail them in just a regular little envelope with a stamp, so I am not sure how many I'll be able to fit into an envelope, but I'm sure there'll be quite a few. And I will mix and match with the this batch from the papers, some washi, and I do have some left for my original. Not as many, but I definitely have some from the original batch that I still have not used yet and love. I mean, they're just different papers, but I mean, love. They're so much fun. Like these. That is the London one. That is the London one. Yeah, I mean, no matter which paper you end up using, they just come out so cute. 3.5 and A11. I know I did an 11. So paper, washi tape. So cute. All right, well, I've gushed over them enough. You know I love them. I've said it before, and I hope you love them too. So, yes, if you love them and would like to get some, random selection of 10, I will probably be contacting you a few days after this video airs. I just got to make sure I get enough comments on there to do a nice random pick from. So if there's only 9 comments, you'll know you'll get some. I'm hoping there's more than 9 people that like these. All right, well, that is going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed staying to the end and getting the news about the comments, adding comments, and getting some free tickets in the mail. All right, that's going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.